Welcome for visiting Sweden. I am currently busy writing a column about several cultures for my newspaper Svenska Dagbladet. And I give once a week guest lectures to students, and I would like to discuss this column with my students. And I would like to record this and tell more about the different culture in Japan, in the Netherlands, and in Sweden. This meeting is meant to ask each other questions about the different culture. But first of all, let me tell something more about myself. Hi, I am Suzanne. I just came back from Turkey because of my job. And I started my own company and launched the newspaper Svenska Dagbladet. And I am very interested in writing about several cultures. And my qualities shine at desk research, and my employees are better at photographing. And whenever I go to a different country, I took some employees with me that compliments me, and this resulting in complimenting each other's qualities. I just came back from Turkey, but I'm already leaving with my boyfriend for a few days, and we both live very busy lives. But it is important to make time for each other, so we enjoy taking long walks to the forest. Half an hour walks a day is very positive for your well-being. And 2 times a week I train and play football with my football team. And I mostly do this for the team spirit. And we also take time for our friends, because it is very important to keep in touch with your friends for a strong bond.
But Suzanne, why is your work so important to you?
Yeah, I very enjoy my job because it is actually more a hobby to me. My colleagues are friendly, we go drinking occasionally, and other times we work very hard. And I don't support the man-woman separation, and very much support the fact that everyone should take advantage on their qualities. And every week we discuss our projects, we allocate our talks, so everyone knows what to expect from each other, resulting in a good work environment. And because of this, I am very motivated, because I can do what I most like. And transparency is what I value the most in my organization. But I have a question for you, Rianne. Why did everyone want to achieve so highly in school?
Children who grow up in masculine societies learn that it is the most important to be the best. In school, the students are admired and are very popular. They try to be at the top of their class. Hi, I'm Rianne. When I was 10 years old, I moved to Japan. Before I was born, my parents already lived in Japan. My father has to move back for his work. He has a good job as a doctor. His entire life he studied hard to get this job, and he did everything he could to be able to keep working as a doctor. In Japan, I also went to a new school. In my primary school, I had to do the best I could to make friends. The girls and boys didn't want to be friends if you weren't doing good in school. Everyone tried to be the best and get the highest grades they could.
Well, I am Anouk. I'm born in the Netherlands, and I have an older sister. She's born in India. My parents have adopted her because her mother died in childbirth. So my parents want to take care of her because they care a lot about other people. And now I have an older sister. And now I'm also studying in the Netherlands. I want to become a nurse. And I also already work at a hospital. In my spare time, I volunteer at an animal center where we help wounded animals to give them a new, loving, warming family. And I also just like to hang out with my friends because we are really important for each other. We have a lot of fun. But also when someone needs help or is sad, we are also there for each other.
Okay, but Suzanne, why is your work so important to you?
Yeah, I very much enjoy my job. It's actually more a hobby to me. My colleagues are friendly, we go drinking, occasionally.
Nee, doe dan gewoon het hele stukje.
Ja,
Dan begin ik weer met wijsje.
Ja, je moet er even achter schrijven.
After a while, I also wanted to attend a sport. I decided on judo. I thought it was so much fun. I got incredible fanatic and eventually I was able to join in competitions. Multiple people in the judo environment admire me because I got very good at a sport in a short amount of time. Because I spent so much time and energy in my sport, judo, I started doing worse in school. My teachers were not happy with this recent development and were incredibly disappointed. Thankfully, my father was able to tutor me besides school. This helped me get my grades a lot higher. And Anouk, what kind of work do you do?
Well, I want to become a nurse, so now I'm working at the hospital with a lot of different people, men and women. Some are proceeding operations and other ones are cleaning or making up the beds, making sure people are feeling good in the hospital. And we think we are all very important to each other. Some are making more money than the others because they have more responsibilities in their job, but we understand that from each other. And everyone is just trying to work together as good as we can.
Okay.
If there is a conflict in your workplace, how do you deal with it?
Yeah, we have had conflicts in the workplace before, but thankfully these problems have all been dealt with. But because of our solution organized mindset, these problems weren't a big problem. And yeah, everyone appreciates and respects each other's, resulting in a very much friendly workplace. Question for you, Anouk. How was your education when you were little?
Well, my mother always told me that the way I want to be treated is how I have to treat other people myself. It's not important if you win or lose, you just have to try the best you can. And if that doesn't give you the first place, that's okay, as long as you have tried. Still, children get bullied a lot in school, and you don't resolve it by fighting to your bully. It is your friends will help you get through it, and it's just the best way to talk about it. And a lot of schools are working on the bullying, that it's getting less. So I actually have a question about your culture. If the children get older, does the masculinity get less?
As people grow older, the feminine worth increases. This is probably because people and especially men reach a certain point in their lives in which their social success and status has reached their limits and they focus on their other points of their life. Older men and women are because of this often better suited for coaching and teaching roles than the others. For the accompanying of that teaching process, the youth functions a lot better. I've done some research, and your country has the most feminine culture in the world. What's your opinion on that?
I am very proud for having the most feminine culture of the entire world. The quality of life is our number one concern. It's not about money and profit. It is about well-being and happiness. Yeah, I'm very proud of that.
Yes.
And I have a question for you. Do people of other culture working together with the Japanese people? What do they think about it?
Yeah, a lot of people enjoy doing business with people from masculine cultures because they are hardworking. Always have their eyes on the target and strive for success and are very decisive. Others give preference to the more sensitive and family-oriented feminine cultures, where there is also time for the man behind the wheel. Is the Netherlands really that caring?
Yes, I think so, because in our democracy we have all kinds of political parties that represent all parts of the population. We have for the rich, for the poor, for the healthy, and for all that kind of persons. But actually now they're cutting back on health insurance and on education, and I actually doubt if they then care about the growing up of the children. So from one side, yes, actually, but on the other side, yeah, I really don't know if it's really going about the the well-being of the people or just about governing our country. I'm actually also curious about your journalistics. Could you tell me more about it?
Yeah, I noticed that in the world of journalistic, it is mostly a man's business. And as a woman, I have often been in contact with preconceptions, and I have to work very hard to earn people's trust. But in Sweden, it's not really that case, because my employees are only judged by the quality of their works, not by who they are. And I have given you an exercise to explain more about masculinity and femininity. Can you tell me more, Rianne?
Yes, masculine and feminine are two words from technology that relates to social and cultural behavior that is associated with men and women. A masculine society is one where assertiveness, achievement and success are important values. There are ongoing studies trying to figure out the difference between men and women. Men are expected to assertive and aimed at material success, while women are expected to be modest, tender and oriented towards quality of life. Masculine is the whole different society than feminine. In a masculine society, most focus is aimed at your life, school, work, and even in your private life. For instance, who is wearing to most fashionable clothes, or who is walking around with expensive laptop.
Okay, thank you. Can you tell me more about femininity, Anouk?
Yes, of course. Femininity stands for the preference and caring for the weak, that people are equal to each other. Society at large is more consensus orientated, and it's one of the 5 cultural dimensions from Hofstede. Another main aspect of femininity is the democracy, the political system, which I was telling earlier. The democracy is there for all different kinds of people, so you have more parties, which presents more people of the population. Well, actually I also want to clear out misunderstanding. Masculinity and femininity have nothing to do with your gender, and femininity is also not the same as feminism. Like femininity is sticking your head out is not appreciated. You're not more important than someone else, and everybody is just equal to each other. There's also sympathy for the losers, actually, the underdog, because being less successful doesn't mean you are a loser. You have to get a chance in life. So where femininity has nothing to do with your gender,